favorite is swimming. And I like the distance and, the exercises that. I love doing that. I like to bike. Biking's good. I take walks a lot. I'm not as excited about jogging, but I see the value in it. I'd say, and then as well in the wintertime, I live in Denver. So from time to time, I'll go snowboarding. I love that. I love to snowboard. It's not exercise really. It's just point your board down the hill and hold on for the ride. So that's fun, but it's not very strong. But last year I was doing it and I did a backflip accidentally and got a concussion. So had to kind of tone back some of that exercise for several months, which was discouraging and whatever. But I'll lift weights too. So I do a lot of things across the board. I like to mix it up so it's not just the same thing all the time. I definitely will take walks in my neighborhood. At the minimum, I'll do that. If I get some time, I've gone to the gym and trying to do some interval repeat training. So you get on the treadmill and you set it at 1, and then for a minute you go higher for a minute, because you go faster, and then bring your down again and up and down. That's interval repeat training. So that's good. So I like it all. I like weightlifting, I like lunges for the most part. Burpees are a little tricky. So I like the whole thing. And I think it's all good and fun, and it clears my mind. A lot of times I'll get stressed out or upset about something. And so getting some exercise helps burn off some of that stress. And I like it. As far as preparing for messages, I don't find that the exercise helps me preparing for messages. But sometimes it will. That's true. Like there are times when I'm taking walks and I've been sense the Holy Spirit talking to me about a certain thing, and that'll be good. I think it's good rule of thumb to stay exercised. I say move it or lose it, right?
Right.
Keep moving or you're not going to move. And if you don't move, then you won't move.
Cool. Now you have some, people listening won't be able to see, but I can see you have some cool art behind you. Are you an artist, Sarah?
No, these are pictures from Saving Moses.
Okay.
So the one over my right shoulder that you see here, this gentleman here, this is like a grandfather holding a baby. And this is in one of the neighborhoods where we have night care. So this guy right here, I don't know his background, but this is one of the babies we look after. And then over my shoulder on this side here, this is one of the babies from Angola. And actually, she did not make it. She died. She died shortly after we left, within about 4 hours after we had left the clinic. But so this is kind of a passionate thing for me and the mom. I mean, if you look in her eyes, she's pretty unraveled. So I put these up because I just think that it really puts it down to like bare grassroots. This is what this is about. There's not a lot of fluff and puff. It's not real like movie star, It's just babies, right? And for me, I think if we can't love babies, then we got to think about ourselves and what's going on in our minds and our hearts and our attitudes and our outlook. Because babies is kind of like, across the board, like it's a great equalizer. And helping a baby, man, is one of the most rewarding things you can do. Because it's not an immediate return on investment. It's not transactional. It's not like you go into Walmart and you swipe the card and you get your, jar of Clorox. It doesn't work that way. I mean, babies, it's like you're going to love on them. And just the fact that you can pour love into them is in and of itself a gift, a treasure. I mean, a full-on treasure, because how many times do you get to do that with people that you just full-on love them with no expectation of anything back, and they don't owe you. It's just you flat out giving generously from the core of your soul. So I love doing that. And these babies, they remind me of what a privilege it is to get to do that.
Privilege indeed. At Squat Wisely, you've already offered us wisdom just from your own life experience and telling us about Saving Moses. But we always like to ask everyone who comes on to leave us with a bit of wisdom and to tell us a quote that has been profound in your life and let us know what makes it profound.
Sure. Love this Bible verse. It says in Jeremiah 33, verse 3, "Call to me and I will answer you and tell you great and mighty things you don't know." And I love this verse because we live in the information age. We are like choking on information. I mean, Google anything and you can find it, right? Might be wrong, but you can find it.
Right.
Obviously. But what I love about this verse is when you call to God, God tells you things you'll never find on Google. You'll never find on the internet. Great and mighty things that you don't know. And I think fundamentally at the core of that is the idea of having a personal relationship with God through what Jesus did on the cross. And that in and of itself is one of the most fulfilling, rewarding, oh my gosh, most astounding things that I love about this verse, that I can call to God and walk with God and be around God and know God that has no human equivalent. There's no resource. There's no, repeat. There's no little thing that replicates what it means to walk with God. There's no human counterpoint. Walking with God and knowing God is the adventure of a lifetime. And I think that's what this verse explains and demonstrates and offers to us. Jeremiah 33, verse 3.
Indeed. And you offer your listeners a lot as well. Some of my listeners, of course, will be completely brand new in terms of knowing who Sarah Bowling is. But so they can get connected to a lot of the wisdom that you share through your teachings. How can they find things that you can offer either on CD, books, whatever you have going on? Let the people know how they can tap into it.
Sure. Probably the easiest place, I have a new YouTube channel. It's Sarah Bowling, SarahBowling, Sarah Bowling. It's YouTube, and it's super fun. Almost all of them are under 5 minutes, and it's a great resource, super helpful. We upload every week, so at minimum every week. So there's new content all the time. That's a great way to start. Obviously, I'm on Facebook, I Twitter, I do Instagram, all that stuff, and then I have a blog that I do every weekday as well, called Sarah Bowling, SarahBowling.me. And I blog every weekday. I did it this morning. I do it pretty much every morning. Yesterday, I blogged on beauty salon wisdom, which is in and of itself super funny. I mean, you're like, really? What is that all about? So you got to check that out.
Okay.
Really anchored, pinned down in everybody's daily living and some cool things that God does and we can see in our daily living. So lots of ways to connect. And I have a book out called Heavenly Help. And that's a phenomenal. You can get that on Amazon. Coming out with a brand new book in the fall called In Step. That'll also be on Amazon. I wrote a book called Jesus Chicks. All the chicks in Jesus' life. Oh my gosh, they are magnificent. So lots of ways to hang out and connect and get to meet new people. So those are great venues and opportunities. Thank you.
Well, great. Thank you, Sarah. This has been a joy for me. It's been an honor being able to chat with you today. I really appreciate your time, and thank you for giving my listeners something that they can live on.
Thanks so much, Krishna. I totally appreciate you.
And Sarah, we so appreciate you on today as well. Thank you again for taking the time to sit with Squat Wisely and the Squat Wisely listeners. We are thankful for everything that you have shared. Listeners, please be sure to check out the SavingMoses.org website. Again, that's SavingMoses.org. Once you are there, there is a place at the top where you can give a donation if interested. It's totally up to you. And it also has other cool links that you may want to check out as well. Be sure to check out all of the links and the information that Sarah shared previously. Definitely check out her YouTube page. If you want to get some nuggets of wisdom really quick in 5 minutes or less, then shoot over to Sarah's YouTube page to definitely embrace all of the wisdom that she has there for you. We are also trying to grow our Facebook page, the Squat Wisely Facebook page. And when you go over to Facebook, all you have to do is search Squat Wisely and we will come up. If you haven't already liked the Squat Wisely Facebook page, please give us a like. We would certainly appreciate it. If you enjoyed our talk today with Sarah, leave a comment, let us know what was a great takeaway for you. You never know. Your comment could be a comment that ends up receiving a Squat Wisely goodie bag in the mail from me. All right. So I'll select some random person. So feel free to head over to the Squat Wisely Facebook page, like the page. If there was something profound that you enjoyed during my discussion with Sarah, please tell us about it. We want to hear all about it. For you guys who are not subscribers yet, all you have to do if you're an Apple user, go over to iTunes and search Squat Wisely. You can subscribe there. If you are an Android user, head over to Stitcher. On Stitcher, just search Squat Wisely again, and you'll be able to subscribe that way as well. Guys, I really appreciate your ears as always. You are a gift to me as always. So hopefully you'll be back next time on the next podcast release. Thank you for listening.
Get a world-class motivational speaker to your next event. Kristen Hester offers professional speaking services in Atlanta, Georgia, and beyond. To hire Kristen, visit www.kristenspeaks.com. Kristen.
You've been listening to the Squat Wisely podcast. Professor Kristen Hester is a philosophy professor, fitness professional, and motivational speaker. For well over a decade, she's led philosophy courses within the university system of Georgia. Kristen leads group fitness classes in Atlanta, as well as leading one-on-one personal training sessions. She strengthens the body as well as the mind. We'll see you next time on the Squat Wisely podcast with Professor Kristen Hester.